All right, so I'm back with the Q&A. I haven't done those in a while, and I figured it's time to go back and start doing these Q&As because this is like the only time I can really answer your questions in the best possible way, and that's when I'm doing just strictly Q&A. So this will be a short Q&A. It's not going to be a long Q&A, but try to squeeze as many questions as you can. Let me just go click on the chat here, and then hey, Bama fan, how you doing, bro? Welcome. What's happening, man? How are you? So, what questions do you have? Doing good, man. Doing good. Just been busy lately. Been super busy and stuff. But I'm doing good, man. So I'm just trying to get my chat room here organized on my website. What's up, Desperado? How are you, man? Let me see. I don't know why it's not showing up. It might take a little while till it shows up live now. How you doing, Desperado? How's everything? I'm just checking things out here, getting stuff organized. Actually, I do. I do have a R617. It's still here. I still have the TCL. And as a matter of fact, I have two of them. I have the P605, and I also have R617. P605, it's still good, but it's nowhere near good as R617 due to the fact that it doesn't have NBP photon technology, which it's pretty much just a different technology with a different name, but it's similar. It's like an offspring of quantum dots. It's really a quantum dot. It's just that it's a quantum dot that's designed and mixed with TCL. Like TCL used that quantum dot and they manufacture it to be their own, you know. Just like they patent it to be their own, but it's the same technology. It's a photon technology. Quantum dots are photon. They're reflecting the light and they're emitting that color gamut, the wider color gamut. That's how you get that wider color gamut. You know, it's a photon. I don't want to go into the physics and all that because I'll put you guys to sleep, but it's pretty much the same technology. So TCL R617 has NBP photon technology, which is equal to quantum dots. It's really a quantum dot. So that's the one thing that's missing on the on the P605. But the TCL R617 has that photon technology and the quantum dots. So you are definitely going to benefit from having that TCL R617. Big time. Oh, it's definitely, man. TCL series is the best, honestly. So here, I'll put you guys over here so you guys can see each other. I'll put you guys right over here. There we go. Now you guys can see yourself as you are typing. There, you can see yourself now. And I'm going to extend myself a little bit over here to make myself look a little bit bigger. There we go. Well, that's better. That's better. I'm just like mixing this up a little bit. Desperado, you should definitely upgrade, especially if you can get P60. If you have the P605, I would sell it on eBay or something and try to squeeze whatever you can squeeze out of it in terms of the sales, and then get yourself a R617. R617. First of all, it's really affordable. It's not that super expensive. It's like a price of a Xbox One X console and an extra game, pretty much. So I think you're definitely going to see a huge difference between the 605 and then moving on to NBP photon technology, higher local dimming, higher peak brightness, and it's better. It's just better in every sense. That's definitely one of their best TVs, one of the best TCL televisions that I have seen in 2018. I would say it's one of the best televisions. Let me see. Brett asked, is it worth buying an Xbox or PlayStation for 8K? I would hold off for the 8K. I would wait. Jumping on that 8K bandwagon right now is too early. I would say by 2020, wait till 2021. Like holidays 2021, they might lower the prices down a little bit. And you might have aftermarket like Vizio might have 8K for affordable price. TCL probably will have some other models for about cheaper price. When I say cheaper, I mean like 4,800 or something like that, or 4,000. But it's still, early to be jumping onto that 8K bandwagon. I would wait because you're not gonna have any content to really appreciate that 8K. I would wait. That's what I would do. That would be my honest opinion. Just wait and till 2021 or possibly 2022, and then you can dive into it, because by then the 8K will be more affordable. When I say affordable, I'm talking like $3,000, 3,500, something like that, where 75-inch or 77-inch will be within your reach to buy. Yeah. What's up, Devin? How you doing, man? What's happening? It's like any technology. The best thing to do is to wait. You don't want to jump into it right away and just be the early adopter. Because when you adopt to something early on, it's going to cost you arm and leg. Then you got to ask yourself, what's the point? Like, being an early adopter and then spending all that money, like, what are you going to get? Like, you're not going to be playing native 8K video games. Even today, you're having a difficult time playing native 4K games. All of this stuff, it's moving too quick, too fast, and it's moving too quick, too fast for one reason. They're really trying to exploit all of this technology for this. Yes, 8K is going to look freaking amazing, 33 million pixels, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Look how long it took for 3D. It took 10 years for 3D to develop into this circular passive 3D technology where you're not going to need any glasses. That's something that Dolby 3D has been working on for 10 years. And they're still not sure. They're still looking at the prototypes. They're still looking at some stuff to make sure that the angles are positioned properly when that passive 3D circular technology is coming out into your eye. So there's technology, it's always evolving, but it doesn't mean that it's ready. It's like embryonic first stages that everything is moving on. Killer DLS, I can't get 4K HDR files to play VLC player and output HDR. You ever had that problem? Well, I never tried it, to be honest with you. I never tried it, but I do know that you have to have MKV. And you need to use H.265. People told me if you truly want to compress those files and if you want to use the HDR, they're saying that you need to have a card, a graphics card that is capable of H.265, and you need a software that is capable of H.265. I recommend DVD Fab converter. Get yourself a DVD Fab converter. DVD Fab converter software. It's probably the only software that'll be able to achieve that. But you also have to have a capable graphics card and a capable hardware that will be able to encode H.265 MKV files for you to have that HDR pass through. So it's a bit expensive to do that, but you can do it. But it's going to cost you money because DVD Fab, it's not cheap. It's expensive. So like that's like the only way, in my opinion. Now, some of the messages they're showing up on this side over here, they're a bit late because the internet's kind of going in and out, in and out. Let me go ahead and let me try to do something here. Let me try and refresh. Let me try to refresh. Hey, what's up, bro? Brass tacks? You already know. You already know. What's up, Brass tacks, bro? How you doing? I saw that video, man. Guys, Brass tacks, you need to check him out because you already know. You already know. Brass tacks in the house. How you doing, Brass? What's happening, brother? How you been? Long time no see, man. I'm so glad that you came back. We were wondering what happened. You were like Thanos, man. You left, I guess, to the future, and you came back with 5 Infinity Stones, and that's it. What's up, Cracked Biscuit? How you doing? Let me see. Where do I see gaming and PC computers in upcoming future down the road? Well, it's interesting because there's so many things happening. There's so much to unpack here. When you look at the PCs, I always believe there's going to be some market for the PCs. You know, there's going to be PC gamers out there. It's a hobby. People will want to always develop their own unique PC computer. But the things will be moving more towards this. I think this is going to be something people are going to be looking at. They want something that they can take with them. You know, they want a small, compact device that will be able to do everything for them. And I think this is where the future is headed, into small devices like this, where you will be able to transmit, live stream, do everything. So everything's going to be going towards something smaller where you can take it with you and experience that same experience that you can at home. But it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I mean, it's anybody's guess because there's so much developing, there's so much happening as we speak in terms of technology. All of the above, everything and anything, it's possible. I saw that you picked up a 75-inch Q9OR, man, and that thing, it's a beast, man. That thing, it's a beast. I saw that and I was like, man, holy crap. 75-incher, bigger is better, right? Bigger is better. It's a sexy TV, man. That 75 was a 77 75 inch. That 75-inch Samsung Q90R with that peak brightness and that ridiculous local dimming and a quantum dots. Oh, you're all set, brass tacks, man. You are all good. With that TV, I wouldn't even bother with anything else. Seriously, I wouldn't even bother with anything else. With that TV, you're good to go. What do I think about the Xcloud? Um, I think Xcloud has a good potential, but that's why they're gonna put it through test. Because you got to remember, you got this other, competitor called Google, and Google's a gigantic competitor to Microsoft. Ridiculous local dimming and oh, look at that! You can hear me now. Oh, you're all set, brass tacks, man. You are all good. With that TV, here we go. Sorry about that. It's really a quantum dot. It's just that it's a quantum dot that's. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just kind of like all over the place here. I need interns. Brass tacks, send me one of your interns, man. Send me one of your interns. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. I need the interns to be working on this whole shit, and like to be, processing the all of this stuff in the background. Hey, what's up, Dark Carnage? How you doing, man? Am I going to purchase the Xbox One X Gears 5 limited edition? I don't know. I already have the Xbox One X Project Scorpio over here, and I'm happy with it. Plus, I got the AMD Radeon 5700 XT on both PCs. But it looks really sweet, man. That item looks very collectible. It's something that I'm tempted, bro. I don't want to say no, but I'm very tempted because it's a very irresistible console. Even if you're not a fan of the Xbox, it's still irresistible console. It really looks great, and it's such a great collector's item. I don't know, man. It's just I'm tempted. I'm tempted to get one, but I don't know yet. I don't want to make any promises, but I'm this close. I'm tempted to get one. So let me answer this xCloud question because a lot of people have been asking me about that stuff. Yes, Microsoft and Azure, they've been working on this for quite a while. So they've been testing this. Phil Spencer himself said that he tested the xCloud services, and he was able to go to Japan and South America and Asia and other countries and Australia, and he was able to perfectly run Destiny 2 no matter where he was at, and he didn't have any hiccups. Now, they probably gave him the best dedicated server to test it. I don't know. But we'll test it. Look, the best thing to do is let's wait till October, November. That's what I'm going to do on this holiday season, October, November. I'm going to test both Stadia, Google Stadia, and Xbox Project Clouds. I'm going to test both of them, and I'm going to see how they both work. You have to remember, Google Stadia is going to be a hell of a lot more expensive than the Xcloud. So it's going to be interesting to see how the service are working on both sides and what you're getting in terms of pricing on the Stadia versus the Xbox. So it's going to be really interesting to kind of compare these two because they're going to be going straight at each other. Two competitors. You got the big giant Google versus another giant Microsoft. So, and they're all on the West Coast. The Google's in California, Silicon Valley, and then north of it you got Washington State. So they're both on the northwest coast of the United States, and they're going to be going head to head. It's going to be interesting to see that. Two titans going head to head this October, November, but I'll test it. Brass tacks. Hey, I love that stuffed, I don't want to call him stuffed. I love that powerful Kong. The Kong. Brass Kong in the house. I love him, man. He's awesome, dude. He's like, he's you. He's your trademark now. Brass tacks. He is your trademark. Seriously. And for all of you who were crying about the Black Widow, relax. The Black Widow's coming. And she's going to have a standalone movie. Bunch of standalone movies. So, you want more of Scarlett Johansson? You're going to have plenty of Scarlett Johansson coming out. If Xbox Scarlett goes VR next gen, what games would you like to see in VR? Halo. Absolutely, I want to see Halo. I want to see Halo, this next Halo, Infinite. I want to see that. Definitely Halo. Definitely Forza Horizon. And definitely Forza 7. Forza, Halo, Gears, that's what I want to see. I want to see Gears in VR and Forza and Halo in VR. These are the games that... Oh, and Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves would look fantastic in VR. I want to see that. There's tons of games that the Microsoft has that would look great in virtual reality. And I'm surprised that Microsoft didn't actually jump into virtual reality because they already have. Here, let me show you. Because they already have their own Samsung Odyssey, Microsoft Windows mixed reality Microsoft VR headset. And I'm so shocked that they're not utilizing this VR headset with the Xbox One X. They could easily utilize this VR headset from Samsung, and now this VR headset, this HMD VR headset, it's $300, 300 pounds, and I'm surprised that they're not utilizing this VR headset with the Xbox One X. I mean, come on, Phil Spencer. I mean, I just is like missed opportunity. It's really a missed opportunity. I just don't get it. I really, it's beyond me. Like, it's beyond me. And then Phil Spencer has the nerve to tell us, I don't think gamers are ready. How do you know that the gamers are not ready for this? Have you tried it? You didn't. What makes you think that the gamers, that the owners of the Xbox are not ready for it? So I gotta pick on Phil Spencer on that. I think he's full of BS when he says that, oh, the gamers are not ready. How do you know that the Xbox gamers are not ready? I spoke to a lot of Xbox owners, and they say they would love to have this device be capable with the Xbox One X. So come on, Phil Spencer. I mean, seriously, come on. I mean, come on. Okay. Hey, what's up, Ninja Realm? How you doing, man? What's happening? Sorry about my... I wanted to show you guys the chat room, but this thing here is just going haywire. It's not working properly. Are you going to purchase... no, I already answered that. What do you think about the Xcloud? I already answered that. Brass tacks in the house. You already know. You already know! If Xbox Scarlett goes VR, I already answered that. Let me see. I'm trying to see what else I got over here. Do you really believe that there's a big audience for AAA games on mobile with the Xcloud and Stadia? Yeah, I think there is. Because Millennials, there's so many of them out there. Millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of Millennials everywhere, spreading across the globe with these little tiny devices. Yes, Millennials are on the go, and they need to have everything on these little tiny devices. Yes, things have changed. Now, for those of you who have not seen my post, I posted a photo of kids taking a photo of a abandoned phone booth, and they were so shocked that they bump into a phone booth, and they were taking it was a meme, but they were taking a photo of a abandoned phone booth, and they were like looking at that phone booth as if they encounter like some kind of ancient monolith, and they were looking at it and they were taking the photos of that phone booth because they couldn't believe, wow, what is this? We never seen this before. Some kind of ancient technology. What was this? 3,000 years ago? No, more like 25 years ago or 30 years ago. Things have changed, man. In past 30 years, when you fast forward to now, a lot has changed dramatically. So much has changed that even I'm still having a difficult time to process all of this. There's so much happening, man. This information that's being fed to us constantly, no matter where you go, you're being fed information. Everybody's connected, and you hearing stuff you don't want to hear. You being presented stuff you don't want to see. Everything is being projected to you 24/7, every single minute, every single second. And sometimes that's bad for your mind. You know, it's not good for you to be collecting all that data daily. Sometimes you need to, you know, go see a Bigfoot. Go see a Bigfoot. Go see a Sasquatch. Give them a beef jerky. Go up to the mountains once in a while. Go hiking and, you know, hang out with the Sasquatches, dude. That could be good. Hey, thanks, FNF. Thank you, First Never Follows. How you doing, man? So, Brass Tacks, man, how you been? I haven't seen you, man. You've been gone for like, I don't know, a couple of years. Was it a year and a half, or something like that? I don't know. But it's been a long time, man. What you been up to? I'm really curious, like, cause haven't seen you for like almost. I haven't seen you since 2018, so it's been about a year. Like, I would say July 2018, so it's been like a year. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Doing good. Been busy doing other stuff, working on some other things, putting stuff together, you know, making the Salties wonder what I'm going to do next, what my next move is. And I'm always ahead of the curve, and they're always behind the curve, and it's driving them crazy, you know. They think I have some magic potion. Yes, there is a magic potion. It's called, you already know. Brass Tacks. Me and Brass Tacks, we need to start a company called You Already Know. You already know. Like a protein shake or like a coffee. You know, a very dark roasted coffee called You Already Know. So if you wake up in the morning, have a cup of You Already Know. And listen, guys, you need to subscribe to Brass Tacks. Okay? He is the best YouTuber on the planet. When I say on the planet, I do mean it. Forget about the PewDiePie. Forget about the PewDiePie. Forget about that guy. That guy's just greedy. He just wants money. He wants you to join his YouTube. Come on, Felix. You already got 98 million subscribers. What in the hell do you need people to join you? Why do you need people to donate to you? Anybody who donates to PewDiePie, you're dumb. You need new brains. And Felix should be ashamed of himself for being selfish. So come on, dude. You got 98 million subscribers. What in the hell do you need that join button? Come on, dude. Come on, Felix. Come on, my Swedish brother. What the hell? So, I don't watch these YouTubers anymore. The only YouTuber I will watch is Brass Tacks, because he's the best YouTuber on the planet. And I watch another guy, which I also like, because I like outdoors. Sometimes I like to go outdoors. There's this channel called How to Hunt. Pretty cool channel. Now, I'm not a big hunter, but I understand why there's hunting. I understand why they have that. You know, I get it. And I know that there's people out there who are against that stuff, and they don't like hunting. They don't want to see animal get skinned. I get that. I understand that. But there's a reason for that. There's a reason why we have hunters. There's a reason why there's a hunting seasons in Colorado, in Washington, in all these other states, Alaska, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. And this guy is pretty cool, man. He really has a lot of cool vlogs, and I like to watch him. He's pretty cool. 12 million a year, that's still a lot of money for a single dude, man. That's still a lot of money, man. 12 million a year. But you got to remember how much he made before that. And you got to remember how much he invested into other things that he's not telling you. Other businesses, other venues, shirts, merchandise. Come on, man. 12 mil a year, that's more than enough, dude. No bank will tell you no if you tell them your income's 12 million. No investor's going to say, well, we need to think about you because you're only making 12 million a year. That's a lot of money. And you don't need to squeeze any more from the people. You already got your money, man. You already got your fame. You can build any house you want. You can buy any car you want. You can have whatever you want. No one's going to say no to you when they see your income of 12 million. I mean, come on, Felix. I mean, come on, dude. You know, seriously. But that's what happens to people. The greed kicks in. The selfishness and greed kicks in, and it's never enough. It is never enough. That's that sickness, dude. It creeps up in you, and it's never enough. It's never enough. You always need more. More, and never. It's never enough. That's the addiction. I firmly believe it's a sickness. It's the addiction. Dan Bilzerian talks about that. And look, Dan Bilzerian, some people like him, some people don't. I don't know if you guys know who Dan Bilzerian is. He used to play poker, and he made a bunch of money playing poker. But he said, you know, money will never make you happy. Money will give you some pleasure, sure, but that pleasure wears off. Like, you get tired of it after a while. You know, you get tired of having all these chicks running around. That's what he said. And you get tired of just screwing the same. He says you get tired of the pleasure. Like, you get tired of it. If you've been doing it for 20 years and you're like, I'm tired of it, dude. I'm tired of these prima donnas. I'm tired of these supermodels. I'm tired of all this shit. I'm tired of this big house. But I'm like, if you're tired of it, dude, then why don't you sell it? If you're tired of your success, why don't you get rid of that big mansion that you have? Why don't you sell it? Why don't you stop living like that if you're tired of it? Why don't you donate all that money? So he's a little bit full of shit too, but I understand that he's telling me that there's a sickness. He's basically telling me he's addicted. There is a sickness, and it's called addiction to money, addiction to pleasure, and addiction to power and control. And that's what happens to all these other people we see out there. They get addicted to it. It's called the addiction to the power. And you start thinking you're some kind of God, that you're invincible because you got all this money, you got all this power, you know, all these people. And that's what happens. It becomes like a sickness, addiction. And you fall off the wagon, and then we'll see what happens, you know. No addiction is good. Any addiction out there will destroy you. And that's what Chuck was trying to tell us in the movie Fight Club. You know, Chuck, who wrote the book Fight Club, that was the whole point behind Tyler Durden, is the things you own end up owning you. The stuff you own end up owning you. And that's exactly what happens to people. You're not in control of your life anymore. The money is in control of your life. You know, so... But anyway, what do I know? What do I know, right? Let's move on. What's up? What's up, Mr. Struders? Long time no see, man. Oh, the E8's great. I've done truckload of videos on the E8, man. E8's awesome. Haven't had any issues. Haven't had any problems. As a matter of fact, I spoke to Tech and Travel. Go check out Tech and Travel. Also check out Mr. Struders. when it comes to the OLED, there's two guys I recommend. Tech and Travel, which is also in UK. Awesome dude, awesome guy. And of course, my longtime friend, Mr. Struders. And go check out Mr. Struders. When it comes to the OLED tips, if you need any tips on the OLED, go to Mr. Struders, subscribe to him right now. Also, don't forget, damn it, don't forget to subscribe to Brass Tacks. If you're not subscribed to Brass Tacks, then the Kong himself will be knocking on your door, letting you know, you already know. Click the subscribe button. Is the E9 pre-ordered yet? No, E9 not yet, man. I'm still with the E8. I'm enjoying the E8. I'm gonna wait till the 10 comes out. I'm gonna wait for the 8K. My next OLED, I'll be honest. My next OLED is gonna be 8K OLED, but I'm gonna have to wait till the prices come down. Like I said, I really want to have 8K OLED. That's really what I want. That's my goal. That's my dream goal. So I really want to save up and save up that dough, that cash for the 8K OLED. I really want to have like a 80-inch 8K OLED. That's my dream. So that's my goal. Gotta dream big, right? That's what I want. I want the 80-inch 8K OLED, and I think with a 80-inch 8K OLED, it's like, it's heaven. I mean, I don't know. To me, that's like heaven. I mean, if you're gonna find me a better definition of heaven, then I don't know. No, he's great, man. Tech and Travel. What he does, he's like us. He's like me and you. He basically buys stuff, buy televisions, and he gives you a unbiased consumer point of view. And that's the best way to review the TV. He spends a lot of time with it. He spends months and months testing the TV. And then if he finds some problems, he'll let you know. And if he finds a solution, he always lets you know. Really great guy, honest, cool, family man. And he's a big guy, man. He's like very like muscular. He's like Mr. Clean. Like he could be like Charlie Bronson. Like if you put a mustache, no offense, Tech and Travel, if you put a mustache on Tech and Travel, he could be a Charlie Bronson easily, bro. But he's cool. He's super cool, man. Cool dude, awesome. And go check him out. Subscribe to him. Don't just check him out. Show some love and subscribe. Is that too much to ask? Subscribe. At what price are you willing to pay for 8K? For 80-inch, I'm willing to go $6 grand. $6 grand. Six figure. $6 grand. 6K. I'm willing to go 6K for like 80-inch 8K with HDMI 2.1, and hopefully they will implement a circular passive 3D technology. This is my dream team TV. 8K resolution, Dolby Vision Extreme, whenever they release that, HDR, the new HDR, and circular passive 3D technology, glasses free. No glasses, just 3Ds coming out of it. When that TV comes out, I'll gladly pay 6K. Like, I'll just gladly, here's 6K, take it. Here's 6,000 pounds, here's $6,000, take it. That's my dream TV. That's what I want. And if I can get that kind of TV from LG, that's my dream TV. I'm all set. I can sell all the other TVs. I don't need them anymore. That's like the best TV there is, in my opinion. I don't think you'll get any better than that. Are you going to be able to get it for 6,000? Highly unlikely. Probably 10 grand. 10,000. Have I noticed the latest firmware HDR seems a lot brighter without direct tone mapping on? No, I haven't tried it, but I'm gonna definitely look into that. You know what? That tone mapping, I turned it off, and honestly, maybe it's just me, but I feel when I turn off the tone mapping, I feel that I get more natural picture quality, high dynamic range. I just feel it looks more natural when I turn it off, in my opinion. But I'll definitely look it up. I'll definitely check it out. I'll definitely do that. Let me see. I need to fix my... where was it? Oh, this browser is just broken, man. Never connect your Xbox One X Microsoft browser. It's just terrible, dude. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh it. Let me see. Look how long it takes. Look at that. Anyway, we'll just leave it like that. There we go. Yeah, it's true. The highlights are blown out a little bit, and the white digital levels are overblown. And I noticed that. I'm like, well, I don't want my, detail on the sky to be just all blown out with the white, color. So I want to have the clouds to be more redefined. I want to see definitions on the cloud. So turning that dynamic tone mapping off definitely helps. Also, contrast, moving that contrast to medium or low helps as well. So that high contrast, moving it down a little bit can help as well, because it's like Vincent Teo says, you want to have a nice redefined picture quality, and you want to enjoy every detail. What's up, Andre? How you doing? Hopefully, we'll see. Speaking of updates, there should have been an update for the Xbox One X, but no. Oh, no, my bad. That new update's coming out in October. There's a new update where they're gonna have a dashboard, but they're gonna change the dashboard. It's gonna be a more redefined dashboard on the Xbox One X. So I'm gonna wait for that. All right, so what other questions do you guys have? What other questions do you guys have? I'm so glad I started doing these Q&A vlogs, because I haven't done them in a while. It depends how you look at it. Depends on what source material you're looking at. There's a difference, but you got to have a bigger TV. If you have like a 47-inch or 50-inch 4K TV, you're not really gonna notice that much difference. I think the key difference you're gonna see is the HDR. High dynamic range definitely adds to the 4K. My next TV is definitely going to be in the future. This is like in the future, way, 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 way in the future. OLED 8K. OLED 8K, and hopefully a passive circular 3D technology. Because what best way to experience 3D than to watch it on a 80-inch 8K OLED with a glasses-free passive 3D technology. But we'll see. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a long time till I get another TV. So it's going to be quite a long time. There's always going to be a wait, but I want something that is truly like next gen. I don't want something that's just putting a little extra seasoning. I don't want the TV that has a little extra seasoning on there. I'm not looking for that. That's just to me an extra seasoning on a TV. Meaning they put some little extra accolades here, little extra accolades there. I'm not looking for the accolades. I'm looking for something truly remarkable. I want a TV that has all of the above. I'm waiting for that 3D Dolby 3D TVs. Whenever that comes out, 2022, 2023. So I'm going to wait for those TVs with 8K resolution and 3D Dolby. I really want 8K 3D Dolby televisions. I really want that. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, HDR is the game changer. For those of you who never experienced HDR, it's like night and day. I think I can do a demo of that. I can show you my old LG television that I have from 2012, and then it's 1080p 2012 television in contrast to the HDR on the OLED, and it's like night and day difference, man. For people who never experience it, it's like night and day. You know, Mr. Struders, a lot of people ask me that, hey, Mr. 4K, are you ever gonna change your name to the 8K? Here's the truth. Even if I wanted to, people would still call me Mr. 4K UPSCALER because that's how they remember me. They're not gonna remember me by Mr. 8K. It's like 20th Century Fox. They're not gonna change it to 21st Century Fox. People always gonna remember the studio as 20th Century Fox. So same thing with me. They're only gonna remember me as Mr. 4K UPSCALER. You know, when you think about Mr. 4K, think about me. When you type in Mr. 4K, I show up. There's like only one Mr. 4K. There might be some other fugazis, fake 4Ks out there who are trying to steal my name, but you know that there's only one true Mr. 4K. And you know, that's my trademark, man. I can't undo that. You know, it's always going to be Mr. 4K. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's even if I wanted to change it, I can't. Yeah, it's always going to be Mr. 4K. Is the Earth flat? Of course it's flat. Of course it is. I know it's flat because I never went out to the space, so I don't know that it's round. How am I supposed to know it's round? It's flat because everything looks flat to me. So it has to be flat. Of course. Yes, I do. I got two of them. I got my Epson and the BenQ. HT 2550 and the Home Cinema 2150. Epson. And they're both 3D. Now, people ask me why I don't use 3D on the my projectors. Well, the problem is, I'm not a huge fan of active shutter LCD liquid crystal. Liquid crystal, that's what they're using, LCD liquid crystal on both left and right eye. They open and close shutting really fast to give you that imagery. And everything gets dimmed down. Everything gets dark when you use active shutter 3D glasses and you lose the detail. I don't like that. I don't want to lose the detail. And then you have to be dependent on the batteries. You know, that's another thing that sucks. You have to constantly charge the batteries, and you have to wait for the batteries to be charged, and then the batteries drain out. Then you have to replace the batteries. Some of them you can't even replace the batteries. You have to get a new expensive active shutter glasses. Active shutters sucks. This is why they failed. This is why the passive technology took over in 2012. The problem with the passive technology is it was too late because people already gave up on the 3D TV. So I'm just not a fan of active shutter. And I know it gives you 1080p on each eye, but I'm not a fan of active shutter glasses, and that's why I refuse to use what you call it, my projectors as the 3D. Do you believe ray tracing will have a huge impact on the Scarlet and PlayStation 5. I don't know, Hockey. It really depends on the developers. It's like, what's his name that said, Mark Cerny said, we're giving developers these tools and developers can choose on how they want to use it. It's up to developers to choose how they want to utilize this power and how they want to use this power. Some games will benefit from the ray tracing and some games will not. So it all depends on the game and it depends on developers. But I think it's cool that both Sony and Microsoft with AMD are giving developers as much of tools necessary for them to make the game look the best there is. Doesn't mean that every developer will use those tools, but it's awesome that those tools are available. You know, so but we'll see. We'll see. Gamescom is coming up in Germany. We'll find out more about Hideo Kojima and this whole rumor that Death Stranding might be a limited exclusive to PlayStation 4 and it might be coming to PC. So I mean, it doesn't bother me. I like the idea that it's going to be coming to PC because I have a PC and I would love to experience that game in the best possible way on the PC. But it's going to be a exclusive, obviously, I believe, like a Resident Evil 7. It's going to be exclusive for 1 year. And then in 2021, we'll see it probably on PC. But these are rumors. I don't know if this is true. It's just what I heard. And I think we'll find out more from Sony on Gamescom. I don't know if they're going to talk about the PlayStation 5. They might give us some clues and hints and whatnot. But I don't think they're going to show us, oh, here's the PlayStation 5. This is how it looks. I think they're going to mainly focus on video games. And then PlayStation 5, we might see it on a late November PlayStation Experience press conference. We might see it there. And then in November in London, there's XO19. Phil Spencer and the Microsoft will be hosting the XO19. Remember, the XO18 was in Mexico City. Now it's going to be in London. So they're going to be doing a briefing on that in November in London. So I'll definitely do a live stream on that. I might do a live stream of Sony press conference. This Gamescom, I definitely would like to do that. I'll definitely do a live stream of that so that we can see what's going on. I'll give you my reactions on it when they show us the new stuff. Activision will be there showing the new Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. What was it? Is it Modern Warfare? Yeah, Modern Warfare. And that game's taking a lot of heat because all this politics and all this agenda shit. So it's going to be interesting to see what they have to say about that and how that's going to be. I think it's only going to help the sales. You know, all of this stuff that the journalists are, you know, pushing onto this game, it's only going to help the game. And the game is already like having some ridiculous pre-orders. So the best-selling game this holiday season, I hate to say it, it's not going to be Death Stranding, guys. I was wrong. It's not going to be Death Stranding. Death Stranding is going to do good. It's going to do good in sales. When I say good, that's good. That's good. But breaking records will be Modern Warfare. They're going to hit gold with the Modern Warfare. I mean, they're going to make truckload of money with that game. It's going to be crazy. Like billions of dollars. Mark my words. Anyway, well, sorry about that. I got carried away. Rumors speaking of hardware ray tracing on Scarlet. Do you believe Scarlet price will be way much higher than the PlayStation 5? You know, I had a video about that. I did a video where I actually talked about that, and that video was a bit, you know, it was split 50-50 because people have difference of opinion. But my honest trajectory, looking at it from a market business point of view, is that I can't see Sony selling a console for $800. I can see Microsoft selling a console for $800. The maximum I can see both Sony and Microsoft selling a console is $600. But I believe there will be two editions. You're going to have your limited edition that's going to be $600, and you're going to have a standard edition that's going to be $500. And that's what I firmly believe. That's the way I look at it from a logistic, business, economical point of view. The new Ghost Recon, your thoughts on it? I already did a video on it. That video is out there. I love it. When I saw the gameplay trailer, I was blown away. Breakpoint looks great. Looks amazing. I can't wait. There's two kick-ass games coming out this October. October is going to be mind-blowing. We got Ghost Recon, Breakpoint, and we got Modern Warfare. I mean, the October is just going to be insane. Insane with these two games. Can't wait to play them. So I'm stoked. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Is Ghost of Andre? Sorry about that, Andre. Is Ghost of Tsushima coming this month? Ghost of Tsushima coming this month? No, I haven't heard anything. If Ghost of Tsushima was coming this month, it would have gone gold, and you would know about it. There would be like you would be notified by Sony. You would know about it. So no, the Ghost of Tsushima is not coming this month. Just forget about that. It's not happening. I think Ghost of Tsushima most likely spring, April, May, June, something like that. Next spring or summer, next year. You're not going to see it this year. Ghost of Tsushima. It's not going to happen this year, so don't worry about it. Is every Samsung TV using a VA panel? Pretty much that I know of. Vertical alignment, it's being used because it gives you a much better viewing angle than a twisted pneumatic. Twisted pneumatic, it's unacceptable. Twisted pneumatic can only be used for the monitors, like 240 hertz Alienware monitor, where you're just looking at the front and center. But VA panel, when it comes to big screen, it's the best panel to be used. Vertical alignment is the best. Now, they do use some different type of, backlit technology. They use a edgelit in some of their older models, and now they're fully switching to full array of local dimming, which is great that Samsung has switched to a totally just full array of local dimming with a vertical alignment panel, so that's awesome. Andre, well, then I guess, no, it's probably fake, because remember, the best source is the Sony. If you want to find out about pre-orders or a game like that, Ghost of Tsushima, that's a big game. That's a big exclusive. A big exclusive like that, this late in the August, they have to advertise it. Like, they would have to advertise it long before. And there would be pre-orders. You'll be able to see it on a store page. It would say pre-order coming August 30th. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe they changed their mind. But I would have, listen, all the other YouTubers out there, big YouTubers, would have said something. You would hear about it. You can't rely on the fake rumors, man. There's a lot of clickbait out there. There's a lot of money-hungry guys or gals looking for that cash, that quick cash, and they're going to write whatever they're going to write. There's a lot of trash dump. Internet's like a trash dump. Why? Because you got 7.2 billion people connected to it, so there's going to be some trash dump. There's going to be plenty of trash dump. People like to exploit and use internet for their own selfish, greedy needs. Clickbait, it's one of them. Thumbnails, it's one of them. And the millennials are more than happy to click on it. Well, and look at you, Andre. You bought into it. You almost bought into it. See, that's the trick they're playing. To make you believe that something is coming. But it's not. This always tell people, go to the straight source. Go to the direct source. Direct source to me, it's Sony. If Sony doesn't say anything about it, well, guess what, cuz it ain't coming out. So Sony, Microsoft, direct source, that's where you need to go. Especially for the exclusives, in my opinion. Tukik Gaming, I'm planning on buying Samsung 7090. So where to buy? I never heard of that model. Where you live? Which continent? Which country is that? Because I never heard about 7090. Not that I know of. So it has to be somewhere outside North America. You know what? 43-inch, honestly, for a 4K TV. I look, Tukik, there's two things I can do. I can be honest with you, or I can just straight up lie to you. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be just straight up honest with you. I don't think it's worth it. 43-inch 4K TV, why even bother, man? 43-inch is good for a 1080p, but for a 8.3 million pixels, it's just not going to look that good. It's just not going to look that good, man. I would definitely, I wouldn't buy it, man. I wouldn't buy it. Why not do live streams more? Because I was busy. I was busy, and I've been doing a lot of other things, honestly. As you all know, this is not my main job. I got other jobs. I got other things that I do, which I keep private. I don't talk about that because that's my choice. So I've been busy doing other things, super busy, man, doing other things. I do live streams from time to time. I did UFC. I did UFC The Witcher. I did also UFC Caveman defending the title. I did that. The video's out there. So what other questions do you guys have? We're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. What more questions do you guys have? Hey, what's up, Rick King? How you doing, man? It's going, man. It's going. It's raining and it's going. It's going, man. Let me see what else we got. So hold on. Focus. Let me focus camera. Focus. There we go. What edition of Death Stranding are you getting for PlayStation 4 Pro? I haven't really thought about it yet. I don't know. I might get that limited edition, but don't know yet. Honestly, I'm still like, there's so much stuff. You know, there's that Xbox collector's edition, limited edition console for the Gears 5. I don't know yet, man. I'm really like, I'm in a predicament. You know, I don't know yet. I'm still kind of like waiting to see. Is it worth it? I gotta ask myself, you know, is it worth it? Like, do I need all that extra goodies? The way I'm buying stuff is I'm asking myself, do I need all that extra goodies? You know, what's the point of me paying that extra cash for this, and that? Do I really need that? What value am I getting from that? So I always ask myself that question. And I think everybody should ask themselves that question. Hey, what value am I getting purchasing this, and that? Do I need all that extra accolades? And in a most case scenario, all of these collector's edition, you really don't need all that extra goodies. It's just going to sit there. It's going to collect the dust. Some more stuff for you to put in the basement. So I don't know. Unless you're a collector and you really need to have that extra item, I guess. Films being in your living room in the future holographic image. Well, that's already being done. Our military has been testing with that. Oops, not supposed to say that. Forget about I said that. Scratch that. That one slipped from my mouth. Forget about it. That's not true. They're not using it. Our military doesn't have that technology. That's a bunch of bullshit. Why would they have such a thing? Did you end up sticking with that NVIDIA card? Desperado, what was the question? Yes, I'm still, I mean, I love it. Listen, I love my AMD. I love my Radeon 5700 XT. I'm blown away what this graphics card can do for the price. I'm blown away that I can run Infinity triple monitors with some ridiculous resolution at 60 FPS, medium settings. I'm blown away that I can run native 4K Gears 5 at 55 to 60 FPS at high settings. I'm blown away with this RDNA Navi architecture can do. I'm truly blown away what the AMD is doing. So the Navi 7 nanometer GPUs are definitely a gold mine that the AMD has hit, and the price is right. NVIDIA, here's my thing with the NVIDIA. My problem with the NVIDIA is they're just too greedy, you know, and they're just going after money. They're like Apple. They're so greedy. They just want to hit you with that price tag with every card they make. And I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm taking a break from the green team. I'm happy with the red team right now, and I really have no complaints. My only complaint was the fact that the only issue that I have with the AMD is they do get hot. You need a good cooling in your rig, and they get really hot. That's the one thing that I'm kind of not satisfied with the AMD. So I'm looking with Sapphire aftermarket to see what they're gonna do with the Sapphire aftermarket 5700 XT edition cards with new thermal cooling, liquid cooling, and other goodies. I want to see those aftermarket cards and what they're gonna do. Ghost of Tsushima, March 2020. Ghost of Tsushima, well, there you go. There's your answer, Andre. Let's see what else we got. Alexander Z, I'm interested to see ray tracing on a console. The best I saw was on the Minecraft 4K texture ray tracing videos. I already experienced ray tracing on Battlefield. I still don't think we're ready for it because it really takes a lot of horsepower. It takes more horsepower than people think. Ray tracing, it's something the developers will have to really learn about, how to utilize the GPU power, how to utilize the architecture from the GPU and the CPU to keep that ray tracing constant. Because if that ray tracing it's a bottleneck and it slows down the frame rates, then it doesn't work. The only time that ray tracing is going to work if it's fluid 60 FPS. That's when you're going to truly appreciate everything running more smoother, seemingly unique, better. But if you have a slowdown on that ray tracing, if there's a bottleneck and you're losing the frame rate or the frame rates are going up and down, then you're not going to really enjoy that ray tracing. So that will be up to developers to figure out how to utilize that. It's going to be a challenge for a lot of them, that I can guarantee you. Because even today on the PC, it's still a challenge for a lot of developers, and that's why they're kind of steering away from it. The one game, it's the Remedy, the Control, that's coming out later on this month. That's going to be utilizing that real-time ray tracing, but how well is it going to work? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know, because Star Child Demon, I don't have the Q9F. I'm not sure. I always keep my updates on, and when you turn them on, it automatically updates. But I don't know, I'll have to look into that. Excuse me. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure. Are HDR films better than Blu-ray? Well, depends on the movie. Yes, they should look better. They should have a much better contrast ratio. You'll see more natural. You'll have a more depth of picture. What HDR really tries to bring, it's a depth of picture. That's what HDR really is. Try to bring you that depth of picture. It's not a 3D. Don't get it confused, but it brings a much better contrast ratio onto a film, meaning you have a much depth in the picture. You see more depth in a picture, and that's what really does. But that's what high dynamic range really does. It brings that two-dimensional 2D film and make it look more with depth, more natural. Okay, but it depends on the content. It depends on the movie. You know, some movies will look better than others. Depends on how they were shot, how they were filmed, what type of camera, you know, and then if they use the CGI, how well is that being implemented? So it really depends on the movie. It depends on the content. It's one of those things. It depends on stuff that you're watching. The HDR has proven to be the best on the video games, because the best way to experience HDR, in my opinion, it's on the video games. But then again, depending on the developer, how they utilize that tone mapping on the video games, that depends as well too. So far, Ubisoft has proven itself to be one of the best when it comes to utilizing that proper tone mapping on high dynamic range in the video games. So to me, Ubisoft is the king. And a lot of people should learn from Ubisoft. A lot of developers should learn from Ubisoft how to properly utilize that high dynamic range. I don't use none of that stuff, man. I don't use those assistants because I don't want Google to listen to my conversations. I don't want Jeff Bezos to listen to my private conversations. I don't want to be spied on. I don't want to be listened on. So Alexa and Siri and all of them has been totally terminated. They've been terminated. The cybernetic mechanism has been terminated. This has been terminated. I don't use that nonsense. No. Hell no. The hell with that crap. All right, so I guess we have time for a few more questions. Hey, Martin Ricardo, long time no see. I guess we have time for a few more questions. A few more questions to answer. The Division 2 in HDR. Oh yeah, Star Child Demon, Division 2 in HDR. It's just mind-blowing. It's going good, Mr. 4K. It's going good. Mr. 4K is going good. By the way, some bad news. Bad news regarding the... and I really don't know why they did this. Russo's brothers, I mean, come on. Russo's brothers. Are you serious? Disney and Russo's brothers? Your biggest movie that defeated the Avatar. And you're not going to put IMAX scenes in your 4K UHD Blu-ray release? This is why I'm so disappointed. Come on. You're not going to include the IMAX scenes with Dolby Vision? Russo brothers, we got to talk. Russos, you hear me? We got to talk about this, man. It's not right. It's not right. Disney, Russos, this is not right, man. You got to put that IMAX in there. The last 1 hour, if you truly want to satisfy and give something back to the fans, that last hour of the movie needs to be in the IMAX. The entire battle scene, the last hour of the movie needs to be in the IMAX Dolby Vision. Come on. I mean, come on. Come on now. Come on. You know I'm right. You know it. So what's going on? Disney, what's going on? Are you going to force me to subscribe to Disney Plus to watch the IMAX version with Dolby Vision on the Disney Plus subscription this November? That's what's going on? If that's what the thing is, I think that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Yeah, Blair Witch will be released in August. There's 2 games coming out this late in the August. There's the Blair Witch, which I'm going to live stream. There will be a live stream of the Blair Witch, definitely on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So the Blair Witch live stream will happen. Another scary game that's coming out on PlayStation 4 Pro from the Supermassive Games, another survival horror game where you have to make the choices, is coming out around the same time. But first I'm going to do a Blair Witch. I'm going to play the Blair Witch, and then I'm going to do that other game. The Control, it's another game that I'm looking forward to from Remedy. That will be live streamed as well. But first I'm going to start with the Blair Witch, and then I'm going to do this other PlayStation game and the Control from Remedy. So I'll be doing that, and that's going to be my next thing that I'm going to do in terms of live streams. So you guys asked me about the live streams. Well, now you know. The live streams will be there by the end of this month, August. So the month of September will kick off officially the season with those 3 games. And then you got the Gears 5, and then you got the Borderlands 3, and then you got October, we got the Breakpoint, the Modern Warfare. Now, November, it's when I stop streaming. November will be only dedicated for Xbox Cloud and Google Stadia. I'm going to dedicate November and December, the holiday season. You guys will get sick of me watching videos about Google Stadia and the Xbox Cloud. But I think those videos will help you. So don't pre-order Google Stadia. Don't buy Xbox Cloud. Wait for me. I'll do a bunch of videos on it. I'll answer any questions I can answer on it. Let me do a proper review. Let me spend some time on it. And then I'll let you guys know how I feel about both services, the Stadia versus the Xcloud. Death Stranding, I will not touch. I already promised everybody the Hideo Kojima masterpiece. It's something every and each one of you will have to experience. That game is designed for you to experience. It's one of those games that you have to experience. And whatever answers you find, those answers will be yours. But you have to experience that game. And I will not live stream that. I will not spoil that. So I will not touch Death Stranding. It will not be live streamed. So hopefully that clarifies where I'm going with Death Stranding. Hey, Luke MTech, how you doing, man? Actually, yes, Luke MTech, thank you for mentioning that. I went in there and the 4K it's available, the UHD 4K it's available, but apparently the HDR it's not. So the Amazon will not allow you to have HDR capabilities on the Apple device, which is really sad. But that could be something that there might be going on between Fire Amazon and the Apple. Maybe the Amazon wants you to buy their Fire Amazon device to enable Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and HDR. They don't want you to buy an Apple TV 4K, because what would be the point? Think about it. If I am Jeff Bezos, which I'm not, wish I was, which I'm not. If I was Jeff Bezos, right? I don't want you to purchase Tim Cook Apple TV 4K product, right? Why would you purchase, Fire Amazon when you can purchase Apple TV 4K and enjoy Dolby Vision, HDR, and Dolby Atmos? So this is why Jeff Bezos is forcing you to buy Fire Amazon to enjoy Dolby Vision, HDR, and Dolby Atmos. So, and televisions is different. Amazon has a special deal with some televisions where those televisions utilize Dolby Vision and HDR. So that's a different deal. But the Apple TV 4K, it doesn't work, Luke. I tried it. You can only utilize 4K resolution, but you cannot utilize HDR and Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. You cannot use that. I tried watching that movie, The Boys, and it was just 4K. By the way, The Boys, it's a great fun movie. Go check it out. The Boys. All right, and don't get any funky ideas. It's not that kind of a TV show. Okay, it's a TV show about so many different things, like superhero things, the boys and the superheroes. All right, well, this is not going anywhere. This is getting awkward. Don't blame me. I didn't name the TV show The Boys. Blame the Amazon for naming the TV show The Boys. All right? Don't sue me. Sue the Amazon. Or sue the Jeff Bezos. So, yeah, Luke, it doesn't work. I tried it. I tried it on many different combinations. I tried a lot of different things, and it does not work. So your Apple TV is working fine. There's nothing wrong with your TV. There's nothing wrong with your Apple TV device. There's some kind of an issue between the Amazon and the Apple. And that's what's going on. I don't think Jeff Bezos likes Tim Cook. And I don't think Tim Cook likes Jeff Bezos. But even though they live on the same coast, West Coast, Northwest Coast, isn't it funny? All of these inventors, they're living in the Bigfoot land. You know, like a Washington State is like a Bigfoot state. Then you got, Oregon, it's another Bigfoot state. Northern part of California, it's a Bigfoot part of state. They all live in the Bigfoot Sasquatch states. They're all around the Sasquatches. Sasquatches are real. I've seen one. With a beef jerky. He climbed up the tree and he fell down. It was like, screw this shit. So he broke the big tree, took the beef jerky and just shoved the tree somewhere out there down the hill. And he was screaming. "Rrr, rrr." So anyway, and he went down the hill. But anyway, I was okay. Nothing happened to me. So I was good. It was in... I'm not going to tell you where it was. That's a secret. That's just for me. I'm not telling you the location. I'm not telling you the name of the mountain and the location. I'm not going to give you that. The name of the mountain and the state and the location. I will not give you that. I will not tell you. That's just for me. It's just for me. And yes, I was in my junior year, okay, and we were doing an hiking expedition. So, but that's as far as I tell you, okay? It was a hiking expedition. We were split in two different teams, two different groups. So, that one's just for me. That's my experience. Anyway, yeah, what were you saying? What were you saying, Luke? Yes, the Voodoo has the rights. The Walmart and Dolby are like the best friends. Walmart and Dolby Vision, they just love each other. So yeah, if you love Dolby Vision, if you love Dolby Atmos, the Voodoo, it's like your best friend. Your best friend. Definitely Voodoo. Well, you know what happened, Luke? Jeff Bezos probably went to somebody. Okay, let's say Jeff Bezos didn't know about this somehow, and Jeff Bezos was on his private jet plane, and just so it happened, somebody was using an Apple TV 4K. Maybe a stewardess was using an Apple TV 4K, and she was watching it, and Jeff Bezos goes like, "Wait a minute, you watching the Amazon Prime on that device?" She was like, "Yes." "Why isn't it HDR?" "I don't know, but it says HDR." And Jeff Bezos probably saw that. It was like, he called his team and he says, "Listen, do not allow Tim Cook to utilize the HDR or my Amazon Bezos app. No one will utilize the Dolby Vision and HDR through my app. They have to buy the Fire Amazon. I'm Jeff Bezos. I'm the king of the world." Click. That's that. That's what happened. All right, so I guess 2 more questions we can do, and then I got to roll. I got to get out of here. Before the ghosts come out of here, there's a ghost behind this wall. Believe me, he lives in there. He pops once in a while, comes out. I call him Barry, Ghost Barry. What's up, Barry? That's it. I must leave the country, my friend. Dolby Vision lived there on wood. All right, you guys have a couple of more questions. I want to answer. I'll give you guys the time to answer me a couple of more questions, and then I can get out of here before Barry gets in here. Barry, yeah. Don't listen. I'm not gonna explain who Barry is, but it's a long freaking story. Paranormals do exist. Ghosts do exist. Just have to accept the fact the aliens do exist. The Bigfoot does exist. Everything and anything is possible. Just believe it. You're gonna function better in life. Okay? Reject it. You're gonna feel more afraid. So anyway, next questions. Let's go. I don't have time for this. Couple of more questions. Let's go, guys. No more questions? I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. You guys have no more questions. I enjoyed the Avengers Endgame in HDR. Me too. I thought it was great. But then again, Aquaman still, it's the king. And as I was mentioning earlier, I was disappointed that they haven't included IMAX in a 4K UHD Blu-ray. I mean, you got the biggest box office movie this year that sunk Titanic twice, and Avatar. It took the Avatar Jake from his body, and Tony Stark moved into the Avatar. So the new king is the Avengers Endgame. And you got a big giant movie, and you're not going to include the IMAX in that film in the last hour of the movie, the best last hour of the movie. You're not going to include the IMAX. Disappointing, Russo's brothers. This is very disappointing. 2080 or 2080 Ti with i9 9900K. I would go with the 2080 Ti with the i9 9900K, because with that combination, you're going to be running 4K 60 with ultra settings like a butter. It's going to be smooth like a butter, man. With that 2880 Ti and i9, oh, you're going to be running super smooth. That's like a Thanos PC. Have you heard yourself about PlayStation 5 and Xbox Scarlet? Hope the PlayStation 5 supports 4K Blu-ray and full back with barely. I don't know. It's I just heard the rumors like you guys heard the rumors. The rumors about the pricing, the rumors about the backward compatibility, the rumors about the checkered board 8K, all kinds of different rumors I have heard. But you have to remember, those are just the rumors, guys. You can't really, you can be a magnet to rumors. A lot of people are magnet to rumors, and I really don't like rumors because it's like a tease. It's a teaser. It's like a strip tease. It's like a little teaser, and I hate that. I don't like that. I don't like the foreplay. I don't like the foreplay teaser. Don't do any foreplays with me. That's why I don't like rumors. The same thing with the rumors. Don't tease me, because I don't know if it's true or not. So I always wait for the official story. I always wait for the official announcement, official story. That's where you're going to know 100% if it's true or not. So wait for the Gamescom, see what they say on the Gamescom. I'm going to do a live stream of a Gamescom when the PlayStation goes on the stage. We're going to listen to Sean Layden, see what the Sean Layden has to say, see what the Mark Cerny has to say. We'll see it together. We'll watch it together, and we'll find out the facts as to what PlayStation 5 is going to be capable of. That's if they do any announcements on the PlayStation 5, which I highly doubt they will do, but we'll see. Have I ever been to Dolby Cinema? Yes. I've been to a Real D. Real 3D cinemas, IMAX, Real D cinemas. I've been to Dolby cinemas as well, but I had to go to I have to travel a little bit of a distance. I saw, what was the movie I saw in Dolby Cinema? Oh yeah, Batman v Superman. I saw in Dolby Cinema. Batman v Superman looked freaking amazing, especially the beginning of the scene. Oh yeah, Batman v Superman. I saw in Dolby Cinema. All right, one more question. IMAX. IMAX is the best, man. When I watched that Aquaman, it's like, hell yeah. IMAX, dude. IMAX is the best. Every movie should be IMAX. The entire movie should be IMAX. IMAX is the best. Forget the rest. No, seriously. Here's a new slogan. IMAX is the best. Forget the rest. All the movies should be in IMAX. I mean, come on. Come on. Have you heard of the upcoming version of Nintendo Switch? Yes. Supposedly this new Tegra chip supposed to be faster, but I don't know how much of a difference that's going to be, how much of impact that's going to be. I really don't think it's necessary for you to upgrade your existing Nintendo Switch. If you already have Nintendo Switch, I don't think you're going to see drastic difference. Okay, I don't think you're going to, it's not going to be like night and day difference. Okay, and you're not going to notice that difference in terms of performance, in my opinion. You know, I don't know, but that's just how I feel. You know, so if you already have Nintendo Switch, dude, keep your Nintendo Switch. Don't upgrade. This is pointless. I wouldn't upgrade. You know, because you're not going to see any difference. You're really not going to notice that difference. Trust me. All right, so that's all we have for today. IMAX should still provide 70mm film format worldwide. They should. And Christopher Nolan should be the one to start the campaign. Come on, Chris Nolan. You should be the one pushing this campaign. Tell everybody we need 70mm to be brought back. Bring it back. All right, well, there you have it, guys. That's pretty much, that's all I have for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I didn't even plan that I was going to do this long, that my Q&A is going to be this long, but it was cool. A lot of you showed up. Brass Tacks, go check him out. He's back. The best 4K Blu-ray reviewer with his Brass Tacks Kong. Go check him out. By the way, I just got in the mail Top Gun 3D Blu-ray movie. I've been importing this movie. This movie, it's so difficult to find. And it was only one copy that I was able to find from United Kingdom. And I bought it. And it's in good condition. I might do a review on it a little bit. So I'm really stoked that I have Top Gun in 3D and Terminator 2 in 3D. As you all know, I'm collecting all of these movies. These movies are going to be difficult to find. Top Gun is already difficult to find because Paramount Studios in 2013 only made a certain amount of copies. It's called the limited edition copies. So I'm going to check out Top Gun 3D, let you know how it looks, how's the conversion, stuff like that. I'll talk about it a little bit. You might see that video later on today. So thank you guys for stopping by and checking me out and asking me questions. Thank you. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Andre. Eavesdrop. Martin, Ricardo, thank you, brother. Desperado, thank you, brother. Rick King. Mr. Struders, go check him out. Tech and Travel, also check him out. And Brass Tacks. I mean, come on. Brass Tacks is back. Go check him out. You need to go watch Brass Tacks. The funniest YouTuber, the most entertaining YouTuber on the planet. He needs to have 200 million subscribers. I'm not kidding. Like, forget about PewDiePie. PewDiePie! Forget about that guy. Tired of PewDiePie. Tired of you, Felix. Tired of you. All right? And Dr. Disrespect, you're not the only one with a mustache. I have a real mustache. You see that? I have a real mustache. And the real Hulk biceps. That's right, Dr. Disrespect. I just disrespected you, Dr. Disrespect. Can you believe that? I just disrespected him. I just did him a favor. So there you have it. There you go. I'll catch you guys later. And be good. Don't do what I do. I'm a bad influence, okay? Just let the Mr. 4K handle that, all right? And I'll see you guys. I'll see you soon. I'll see you with another video coming later on tonight with a Top Gun Maverick. That speed you need, that need of speed that you need. We'll look at Maverick and Goose, and we'll see how the Maverick and Goose look in the cockpit together from a depth of distance. So we'll look at the F-14 Tomcat with the Tom Cruise. Isn't it funny? Tom Cruise in Top Gun with a Tomcat. Triple T's. Think about that. And actually, quadruple T's. You got Tony Scott. What's with the T's in this movie? You got Tony Scott. God bless his soul. I know he passed away. You got Tony Scott. You got Tom Cruise. You got Top Gun. And you got Tomcat. Quadruple T's in the Top Gun. How come nobody saw this? How come you didn't see this? Since 1986, nobody saw this coming. I saw it coming. All right, guys, have a good one, though. I'll see you with the Top Gun later on. I'll show you the box and the limited edition. I'll do some video on that. I'll talk about my experience with the Top Gun 3D and should you import it. Remember, if you're going to import Top Gun 3D, you're going to have to act fast because Top Gun 3D, it's only in a limited supply. That's what the Paramount said. Paramount Studios says they haven't made that many copies of Top Gun 3D, and that's why it's limited edition. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Cheers. Have a good one, dog. Take care. Have a good one, you all. Have a good one. Have a good one. Take care. Be good. Be good. Be positive. Don't let the demons cloud your judgment. Don't listen to the demon voice inside your head. Don't listen to that garbage. Tell that garbage to go screw itself. You know who you are. You're an angel. You're an angel. Beacon of light. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Love you all. Be good.